Alrighty, today we are going to work on the Alien desktop here. It's the Aurora R10. It's 2 years old, and the SSD in there is getting kind of full, put it that way. It's kind of hard to render videos, and it keeps saying I'm out of space because there's not enough room. So today we are going to tear it apart and we're going to put in this Samsung 970 EVO Plus NVMe M.2 SSD. The read speed is up to 3500, and what I have in here now, I'm going to bring up the specs here. It's reading 3093. So I figured I do the benchmark test with it, with the one in the computer right now. And it's only a 500 gig, and this is a 2 terabyte. That's a big difference. So right there, it's all sealed up. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to clean up the computer a little bit, delete some things, and then show you some next steps that I take. Now when you are finished backing up everything that you want to save, that's the second thing you want to do. And again, I'm using these Oracle enclosures for your SSD, NVMe drives, the M.2s, and the enclosures are really nice. They have UPC, the C on there, and that's what I use on the Alien tower right there. A lot faster for backups. So I'll go ahead and put that back in there. Now, once you have everything backed up and deleted off your computer, because the less you have on your computer that you want to migrate and make another copy of your operating system just like it is, it's quicker when you have less. So I've taken this out of the box. Boy, that looks pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, put it in this enclosure, and then I'm going to use this enclosure to help copy the SSD that's inside the tower here, copy it onto here through this enclosure. So I'll do this here, show you what I mean. Take the little screw out, slide the little thing, the little door, like that. Okay, and you're going to see another little screw that I got to take out. It's right here. Like that. And then it pops down like so, and you pull it out. Try to be a little gentle with it here. Oof. There we go. Oh, it's because of the this here. So now once you get that out, this is an old one. This is a Barracuda drive that I had, is 500 gig. I'm using this for backup storage for everything. So now you unplug that, you put that aside. Now you take your new one, go like this. It's the same exact size, and you go ahead and plug it in like so. And then you put it all back together. As you can see, this enclosure is going to have the 970 EVO Plus drive in it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back together and we'll get started. Alrighty, so now once you got everything back together in your enclosure, plug in this, the C port in there like that. I have the Samsung Edition Magician up there right now. And as you can see, there's my old hard drive, 512 gigs. There's the name brand. That's the original one that comes with the Alienware. But before I do all this, I'm going to go ahead and click on Update. And update again. Oh, it says you are currently running. Okay, that's good. Make sure you're fully updated. I downloaded this here 2 days ago, so it should be the up-to-date one. So now I'm going to go ahead and plug in my new drive into the port, and it should say I'm on data migration. You should see the data drive. Please connect the Samsung SSD. I want to see if it comes up. Okay, it is not. So I wonder if I have to shut off or just go like this. Scanning for drive information. There we go. Now let's go back down to data. Now it's lit up and it says select a drive. And there it is for our target, is this one right here. So as you can see, it's ready to partition, copy, so it'll be the exact same size as that up there. That partition will come down here, and it's going to move everything over to that new drive. So we're going to go ahead. We have selected that. That's our new drive. And we're just going to click start. Now, I did not format that drive. I just took it out of the package, put it in there, then refreshed it up here, and then it can recognize it. So all you have to do now is just hit start. Your computer will be shut down after the migration in 20 seconds when cloning starts. All data on the target drive will be deleted and cannot be recovered, which is fine. It's our new drive. Yes, continue. So you can see everything is turning right there. Let's get you down here a little further here. There you go. So we started it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's starting to copy right now, as you can see right there. And the reason why I chose this migration software is because it's Samsung, and that's the drive that I purchased. So it should go smooth, but there's other cloning devices out there that you could do. This is just a another way you could do it. So I'm going to let this go, and you can see it's at 4%. I'm not going to bore you in real time here, so go ahead and come back when it's all done. Alright, we're almost done. That took approximately about 13 minutes. It's still going at the moment. But it all depends on how much data it's copying from one drive to another, how long that will take, plus the speed of which, if you use a USB 3.0 or a 3.1 or USB 2, that all factors in on the speed of the transfer. If you can do it, type C to C is the best way to do it for external, in my opinion. So if you could do that, it'll go just as fast. As you can see, it's still going. Is at that 99%. Look like it's all copied over. Now it's just calming down a little bit here. See what it looks like when it's done here. There's 14 minutes. It's probably just finishing up. This is all real time here, so as you can tell. Okay, here's my cursor right here. And remember, you have to go down to here, data migration. It shows the old drive up here. And source is the old drive that's in the computer. Select target drive, which is right here. And if you don't see this lit up when you first start this out, remember you got to refresh right here in this corner right here. So yeah, should be getting close to finishing up here. Yeah, I don't have screen capture software yet, so that's why I'm filming with the GoPro right now. Hopefully you guys can still figure this out. And there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that shows you how to do this, but this is the way I do it. So I just wanted to share my information on how to do things. So well, we're going to let this go, and we'll see how long it takes. Okay, that's what it says when it's done. It took about 16 minutes to do it. And it says alert. System will shut down to apply the settings. So we'll just let it count down and shut down and see what happens. I don't know if I'm supposed to leave that plugged in. I don't know if it's going to reboot. No, it shut down completely. Alright. So I guess at this point I'm going to go ahead and unplug it and see what happens. Well, I unplugged it. Right here it is. Oh, she's quite warm. So I made a complete copy of my operating system, my whole complete drive. So that's what it'll do. It'll shut down your computer, and then after it shuts down completely, unplug your drive and set it aside, and then reboot your computer just to make sure everything is fine. And it seems like everything is back to normal. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this drive here, the Barracuda drive. I am going to put that back into the enclosure, and I'm going to take that Samsung we just copied all that information. I'm going to put it back into this, keep it in saved keepings, and then when I come back I am going to take my tower, unplug the mess, bring it out here, and we'll open it up. Alrighty, now we have the tower moved, and you're looking at the back of it. Aura R10. Yeah, there's a lot of plugs that I plugged out of that thing. Yeah, she's a little dusty. Right now, oh yeah, that's really dusty. Right now would be a good time to do your cleaning, and it will not hurt at all. So what you need to do first is this screw up here. It's a regular old Phillips. You gotta unscrew that. And right now I have my iFixit toolkit, not sponsored. I am going to use it because it's the best. All the bits that you need. This is what I used to take that SSD enclosure screws out. So you just find the closest bit, which is right There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and loosen that up and get this torn apart. So after you take the screw out, you pull this out like that, and you're going to notice it unlocked this right here. Come down here and you slide this to unlock, and that unlock. And this top should just come right off with no problems whatsoever. So there's that. We're going to put this aside. And now you're looking at the internals. You're going to see a lot of wires. And what I did on this tower, I upgraded the fans. I put better fans in there. I even put the one up here to help bring in cool air. So right now what we have to do is the SSD is way down there. Right down there in the bottom right corner. You have to pretty much take out the graphics card to do this. So to do that, you have to lift up this whole cage like this. Just be careful you don't pinch any wires. And now you can really see what's going on in there. You see I put the Alienware water block on there. I did have a Corsair one, but I found that on eBay, brand new. So I figured I'd replace that, put that in there like that, because I bought this computer. It was like $2,600 2 years ago. So yeah, and then I found these heat sinks. So I bought these heat sinks also to cool down everything. I only have 16 gigs of RAM, which is right there, which is the stock RAM. Alright, so once you lift this up as far as you can go, you take out this support beam here by just lifting this up, put it inside, and that will release that. No tools necessary to take out your graphics card. You got the you got your plugs right here. Squeeze and lift up. Squeeze and lift up. So now you're going to see, well, you won't be able to see, but you won't be able to just unplug this graphics card. There's going to be one of these blue lockers right here underneath this. So make sure, if you can get underneath there, to move that locker so you can lift up. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, we have the graphics card out. Mine was a 2080 RTX. It's a little dusty. So like I said, I'm kind of glad I'm doing this so I can clean out the computer. I haven't opened it for over a year. Another thing I'm not sponsored with is one of these blowers. I tell you what, this thing is a champ. 2 clicks and you can just go like this and blow out your computer. And you look at all the dust coming out of those fans. Holy smokes, look at that. Oh, that is bad. Yeah, that was bad. I blew it all over my TV. Yeah. It'd be good to do that once in a while. So yeah, okay, after you get that done, there's that locking mechanism I was telling you about right here. You can see it on the far side. Just go like this with your finger, push it down, and there you go. And now your SSD is exposed. And now you take your iFixit tools and you got to get that little screw taken out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that little little screwdriver again for my fix-it. I'm going to go ahead and get that out of there. Alrighty, so we found the proper screwdriver for that. Now we're going to go ahead and loosen this up. You can see how it pops right up after you take the screw out. Whatever you do, do not lose that screw. We'll put that down there like that. Go ahead and wiggle this back and left to right and pull out the SSD. It's a cheapy one because it's the original one that came with the computer. So yeah, it's probably good to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other one. There's the new one. I put it right back into the package. So we're going to go ahead and try to pick it up like this. Bring it over. See if I can get you down here a little closer. Sorry for the lighting. So now we're going to go ahead and plug it in. Wiggle it. Make sure it's nice and firm. And it looks like a springboard action. Alright. So once it's in, you take your screw and you put it right back in there like so. Just snug, and there you go. There's the installation of your new SSD. Oh, that looks nice in there. And do not take the sticker off because it helps dissipate the heat. Some stickers do, so just leave it alone. I'm going to go ahead and clean this all out. As you saw how dusty that was. Go ahead and clean this out, put everything back together, and then we're going to run some tests and make sure it boots up first. So I'll be back. Well, the moment of truth. I think I got everything plugged in. Oh boy. And now, as you can tell, I have the old SSD right there in the Samsung package. You can see it's the solid state one. I mean, it's a good drive and all, but I just didn't have enough storage. Computer's off. Got everything plugged back in. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's turn her on and see what happens. Okay, I didn't like that color change here real quick. See what happens here. Everything's booting up. Alright, come on. Come on, baby. Let's see if it works. Yeah, that changed its colors right there, so I don't know if it's recognizing, trying to see. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and plug in my stuff here. Put you over to the side. Alrighty, let's see if it works. Ba-boom! Alright, get rid of that. That's for my screen up there. It wants to update the website and all that good stuff. Alright, everything's booting up. Let's make sure we have sound. Turn that on. Okay, the colors look like they're going back to where they're supposed to be. Alright, let's go to... Oh, let's see here. Oh, where is it here? Let's go to Crystal Dismark first, and we're going to try opening that up. We're going to go ahead and run the test on the new SSD that we installed. I'm not going to run them all, but this will show if it's going to read. Hopefully it reads the same or more. Oh yeah, it's reading a lot faster than the old one. 3500 it started. As soon as it hits the right, I'm going to go ahead and stop that, and we're going to compare the two. Here, it should be pretty close to being done. Okay. We're just going to stop that. Well, I guess we'll keep it going. I'll be right back. Wow. What a big difference here. Now, I did the same test on the original one here. As you can see, the read was 3093 and the write was 2100. You come over here, the read is 3500 and 3500 write. Oh wow, this is a big improvement on the write. And I don't know what these letters and stuff up here mean, but look at 7% versus 40%. I'm not sure what that means. This is 184, 128, and this is 461 gigs, and that is 1862 gigs. Wow. So that is a big, huge improvement right there. So it looks like everything's back in order. I got the original drive right here, which is going to go back into this box. And this will be a really good backup drive, just in case something happens to the computer, you know, like, I don't know, if that drive fails and I couldn't get any of my data off, you use this as your main backup. Because what you can do now is you can take that drive back out and put this right back in. It'll be just like you see here. So, alrighty guys, well, I hope that helps everybody out. And we're going to go ahead and clean up a little bit. And it took about an hour. You know, put aside an hour to do all this. And that's how easy it is. You know, the right tools. And I highly recommend cleaning out. Hopefully you saw all that dust come shooting out of the top of the alien tower and hitting my TV. And yeah. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. And I'll be talking to you.